I speak the truth. I would swear my life on it. Duke Eyre has become that horrible man's puppet, dancing in the palm of his hand. And his stewardship? Naught but a farce to pacify the masses. Tallis and his ilk are the ones who truly hold the reins of this empire.
You mean the mages we saw at Aryan Road? So Duke Eyre's under their control too?
Yes, and what's more, though you may find it difficult to accept, Tallis and the former Lord Arundel are one and the same. I overheard as much cross his own lips.
Then it's as we feared. And what of Edelgard?
Her Majesty? I cannot explain what has befallen her. She does as Duke Eyre bids her, and nothing more. Though, of course, Tallis is the one whispering those orders to him from the shadows. She follows his every word, issuing his orders in her name. Now, surely I have shared secrets enough to earn my salvation?
That will require formal deliberation. You may await your verdict from the inside of your cell.
What? No, wait, there's more! Please, I beg of you!
How much of Fenya's prattling do you believe?
Certainly not all of it, but a great deal of what she said rings true. Lord Arendel's contributions to the church must have ceased because he was no longer Lord Arundel, but Tallis instead. It's almost identical to how the librarian Tomas was replaced by that dark mage. At the time the donations stopped, Lord Arundel was living in Fargus, having fled from the Empire.
So Cornelia may have been the one who arranged to have Lord Arundel replaced.
They were both deeply involved in the tragedy of Duscur. But to what end? Why would the Empire abduct the Queen Consort?
There is no way of knowing those answers now. Not until we defeat Tallis and launch a full investigation into his activities. What I can say is everything would be different if not for those mages. My father, his knights, the citizens of Duscur, none would have met the fate that befell them. No doubt they had a reason for what they did. A sense of justice that rationalized their savagery, even if to no one but themselves. But we have the right to seek our own justice for those actions in the way we see fit. By the sword.
We will prevail, Your Majesty, and we will finally avenge the dead.
Once Tallis is gone, we will finally be able to put all this behind us and look toward a new future.
Then, we are all in agreement. Let us go.
Are you prepared for this?
Honestly, I don't know. Gerald wouldn't want this. He didn't believe in vengeance for vengeance's sake.
Indeed. You could not be more right. Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must. I could do this by force, you know. Be grateful then that I asked for your leave at all.
You're right. This has to come from me, and I accept your power. Help me win, no matter what it takes.
Ah, yes. You shall make a most worthy vessel after all. And now, behold all that I have discovered at the edge of time.
Your Majesty, where have you gone? I knew it was a foolish idea to bring her to battle, given her condition.
Duke Eyre, my lord! The enemy is advancing from the rear and picking off our units one after the other! It's only a matter of time until they're at our throats. You must flee!
What does that imbecile of a military minister think he's doing? Tell him to stop them. If we fail to find the Emperor soon...
All searches have turned up nothing so far. It's possible she has been taken by the enemy. But please, you must save yourself at least. We will remain here and continue to seek out Her Majesty.
Yes, I suppose staying here myself would only accomplish my being lost as well. In that case, I shall withdraw to the monastery. My apologies, but I leave the search to you.
Understood.
Farewell, and thank you.
The last major impediment before us is Count Bergliez, perhaps the most fearsome general in all of Fodlan. And, as we've yet to encounter the Ashen Demon, it's safe to assume they will be by his side.
So the time's finally come. Steel yourself for the task ahead.
The road to winning this war runs right through this battlefield. I don't care who's waiting for us. Any enemy that stands in our way is getting cut down.
I feel like I can tackle anything after that.
It's time to move, everyone. I know you won't let the kingdom down. We're going after Duke Aiur. Edelgard is likely to be with him.
I must escape, even if it's alone. Quickly, to Garreg Mach.
There's a number of soldiers. Simply giving chase will not close the distance. We need to cut off his escape. Sending a few units ahead via the caves might do the trick.
A shame I missed the pitched battle. I'm not so fond of fighting at a disadvantage.
Stand back!
Troops waiting for us in the caves, I'm sure of it. Let's keep our wits about us.
We're truly done for now. Is there no one who can help us?
Fine, I'll cover you. They won't get through me.
Tough luck!
We'll have to take Caspar out if we want to keep moving.
Duke Aiur cannot be allowed to escape. We must defeat Caspar with utmost haste.
From bad to worse. Very well. I'll go buy some time. Leopold will run me through the ringer if I don't put in a decent effort here. The Kingdom Army's prowess certainly is enviable. Just look at what the Empire has been reduced to. I've reached my limit. Go on and advance, you Seros lapdogs.
Great. The path is clear. Let's go block off his exit route. I'll see you in hell, I guess.
can always trust you to have my back.
Take a breather.
We are now ready to retreat!
Edelgard, I'm sorry. I did what I could.
Dugaya's getting away! We have to defeat Caspar fast!
Your Excellency, Kingdom troops up ahead have cut off our escape route.
We are cut off from escape! Now we must summon everything we have to defeat them! Go! We cannot falter here if the Empire is to survive!
Imperial Army! Decimate any foe who crosses your path! Any last words? I shall receive them in place of the goddess!
Oh, ancestors of Adrastia, and your majesty, our empire is doomed.
I can always count on you.
Out of the way!
Where is it? We must find her at once!
Impressive!
Butcher most vile. You killed the sire of this vessel, and now you die for it!
It's you the monster wants, so let's give the Ashen Demon a fitting end.
I'm strong. I've got a little something of my own. And this time, I know I can take you.
Our foe intends to win. But just for you, I'll see the pest crushed underfoot myself. You arrogant speck! Be gone! This fight is not for you! This vessel will not move as I command!
The monster's losing control. Now's our chance to finish it.
Witch! Hateful thing!
You've finally done it. The Ashen Demon is no more.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound too pleased with yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I should be. But now that it's over, I just feel kinda empty.
What if all this was just some horrible mistake? What if there was another way we could have solved all this? Sorry, I shouldn't be dumping all this on you.
There's nothing to apologize for. You're processing a lot right now. I'm not sure what it means to feel happy and empty and regretful all at the same time. But I think I'm going through it myself, too. Though I wouldn't call it happy per se, more like free. Like I've finally finished a quest I thought would never end. The relief could practically move me to tears.
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not sure, but I do know this. I'm beyond grateful for everything you've done for me. I couldn't have asked for a better partner in destiny.
Same here, friend.
Not a trace of the Emperor in sight. She and Duke Ire must not be together.
In any case, she's certainly not here.
By now, the Knights of Sero should be making their final approach on Garreg Mach. Perhaps we should join them, and focus on reclaiming the monastery before anything else.
Yeah, that's probably the best option we've got. Wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard made her way back there too.
There's been no word of that from the Knights, but it's definitely possible.
Very well then. We'll table our search for Edelgard for the time being. Now, let us regroup and make for Garreg Mach. All of this will be for naught if our idling here costs us our chance to reclaim the monastery.